Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new Driving Empire test server. Now, by the time I get this video, you're still going to have plenty of time to play this, as last time it was the last day, so by the time I got the video out, there wasn't enough time. But yeah, this test server is basically just rebalancing acceleration on cars and handling. So, this is one of the cars that was affected. Actually, all the cars were affected, so yeah. One thing I'd like to point out is how this is the picture of the old an old BMW in the game. Like, these were the old pictures, and that's the name of the Saleen S7. But yeah, let's not do this race. I'm gonna do these races without nitro to make them more precise, because nitro is just to give your car extra horsepower, so it's technically not the legit actual time, if you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let's do this race without nitro. In the real game, this does like a 5.5 on this race, but yeah, this is maxed out, by the way, and this is how it does the race. 6.6 6.6 on this car, and without using nitro, maxed out. So pretty good. Although I feel like with this performance, this is kind of the performance you would get back then in old Driving Empire if you were to max out the cars for cheaper. So I feel like they also got to rebalance the upgrade prices, because if this is how the cars perform, it's kind of crazy to have the upgrade prices like that. Now, another car that is known for being quick. Let's do acceleration high to low. So it's my second quickest car. Speaking of acceleration, we need an acceleration sort in the dealership. Like, we have handling, top speed, year, and price, but we don't have a acceleration sort in the dealership. So I really hope that gets added in the future. So let's do this race without nitro. So 5.7, which is pretty good. A lot quicker than the Jesco. So what I think they should do is make this car 16 million and make the Jesco 9 million, because the Jesco does not need to be that expensive. Speaking of which, they need hold on, because with them retuning all the cars in the game, they should also rebalance all of the prices in the game. Not all of them, but you know, most of them. Like, most of the prices after like $3 million, they need to rebalance. Not only that, they also got to rebalance the upgrade prices, or just make it the old way. Not the old way, but you get the point. They just need to make it more simple, because I don't know about the stages. I feel like it should just be one click and you're done. And the upgrade prices should not exceed $1 million. It should be a maximum cap of 500K, because I don't know why, but it is way too expensive to upgrade some cars like the McLaren F1 and the what's it called? And you know, cars over 10 million. It's just too expensive to upgrade them because of how insane. Well, not insane, but because of the prices. And I know I use nitro for like the first portion of that race a little bit, but yeah, 6.1. So it's kind of a lie that this car is the quickest car I have. This car also got nerfed in handling, so the lag when I come here is actually crazy. But yeah, the turning is still good, but again, this car's price should also be nerfed. A lot of cars need a rebalance in prices, because with the cars that got nerfed and the cars that got buffed, some cars need to have to be more expensive, and some cars need to be cheaper. Anyways, now let's look at the handling now that we got our acceleration. I'm not going to go over all the acceleration stuff. But yeah, the point of this was basically because a lot of people did not like how the cars accelerate unrealistically. And yeah, I didn't like it either. It was never good. That's the reason why, a big reason as to why one of the best driving for YouTubers, General Kiko, aka basically the original Frost. If you guys know, Frosty's basically the General Kiko right now. Just that he doesn't review every car in the game, and he doesn't post as often, but you get the point. He basically quit the game because one of his complaints were that the acceleration and handling wasn't that good, so yeah, basically that got changed. As you can see, the acceleration is still pretty good, but like it's not as crazy to the point where like you're doing 250 at corners, which is insane. Like on some corners you can kind of do 250, but it really depends on the car. But yeah, as you can see, this car doesn't handle as sharp as it used to do. I mean, it still handles good, but I'm pretty sure some cars under a million handle like this. So you get the point. Let's now sort by handling, not braking. Let me go here. Let's sort by handling best to worst. So my best handling car is the McLaren Solus. It's 15.5 million, so the price is still reasonable for this car. But as you can see, I can take corners at pretty high speed. This car is oh, I can't even reach 250 in this car. I don't know about that. You should be able to reach 250 in this car, I guess. But yeah, again, this is also a test server, so a lot of these things aren't final. We're gonna fix a lot of these things, and you know that's why you have the feedback and report bug stuff, because then you have a way of telling them what to do and what to improve. So yeah, now let's look at the worst handling car, because I'm low-key curious on how. Okay, as imagined, it's all these cars. Let's just do the C6. Curiosity. This is stock, by the way. This is how the car drives stock. Okay, it actually drives fairly nice for being stock. I don't know how this drives being maxed out, but I'm too lazy to test that out. Top speed of 190 miles an hour. Nice. Again, takes the corners pretty sloppy as I expected. Kind of struggles to get up this the hill like that. But yeah, speaking of which, let me see how some cars drive stock. Let's drive the Audi RS3. How does this drive stock? Okay, so the acceleration is awful as expected. But again, this is stock, so I don't expect it to be that crazy. Also, I do feel like they should just make it so the acceleration isn't in percentages, it's in numbers. Because I don't think people know how quick a car is if it just says like 50%. Like, what is 50%, bro? We need numbers, because that's how it was back then. We had numbers and it was way better that way. So let's see how fast this car does 0 to 60. I'm going to teleport to a flat ground because the circuit has a lot of elevation changes. So let's just go over here and see how. Damn, he just flew by. Okay. Okay, that's like 3.1 seconds or 3 seconds. 0 to 60 seems pretty accurate to me. This is a 5-cylinder after all. But yeah, that's pretty accurate to me. Top speed of like 145, 144. Pretty nice. But yeah, the point is a lot of these cars are now have more accurate acceleration to their real life counterparts. And a really big thing in this update that I'm so glad they did is that with the acceleration being nerfed on a lot of cars, that now means that cars don't lose traction because of how quick they are. Like, the chassis can actually keep up with these cars because they're not as crazy. So I know that Jesko was known for being really slippery. I'm pretty sure that Jesko has always had a problem in this game. I know before it was licensed they had the problem where 3 gears were missing on this car because Worldex likes to mess around and stuff. So let's just go over here and see how the car handles. So as you can see, I'm not even losing traction at all. I'm doing just fine. You can take corners without losing traction, which is really nice. Yeah, you just don't lose traction anymore because of how quick and fast your car is. And that was really annoying because it could get in the way of like trying to beat your best time and stuff because of how quick your car would be. But yeah, you're just not losing traction. Also, I feel like because of that, you can take corners better. But yeah, the speed at which you take corners is also more realistic because there's no reason as to why you should be able to take corners at like 250. But as you can see, I haven't lost traction a single time. Damn. But yeah, let's go on a bull ad to see. So going to Bullseye. Also, I don't know what. I also don't know when they're going to release this. They're probably going to release it on Friday because I'm pretty sure the same week that Tesla were closed was also the same week we got those features, the VFX stuff. So yeah, you're not. Actually, I don't even think this car ever had problems with traction. This is one of like the grippier cars in the game. I don't think this car ever had problems with traction, if I'm being honest. But yeah, problems that could be fixed and that could be fixed or should be fixed are some cars being awfully slow. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already. I kind of forgot, but the Bentley Continental GT3 and the Lotus Evija, those are two cars that have never been good in the game, both in this version of the game and the real version. They have never really been good because of how slow they are. The Lotus Evija has 2,000 horsepower, so it goes painfully slow in the actual game. So that car seriously needs to be buffed. And fun fact, if you go to the feedback forum, there's actually cars that you can list here that you think should be buffed. So if you're that player that has a lot of time on your hands that you can basically just test out all the cars and see which one needs to be buffed and stuff, then I highly recommend for you to put that there, as you're basically doing everyone a big favor. And you can also tell them what cars should be nerfed. But I feel like there's going to be more cars that should be buffed than nerfed. But also don't put anything crazy like a Bugatti Bola. This car does not need to be buffed at all. It's fine just the way it is. But yeah, acceleration on some cars should be buffed. So that's one thing they could improve. Another thing they could improve is the prices on cars, because with this performance change, some cars are now not worth it for their prices. And upgrade prices. So upgrade prices really need to be nerfed, which I'm pretty sure they will with the price of the car itself changing. That's if they do it, but again, you can tell them to do that on feedback forums. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.